WF representing Palace, so let us tell you about Palace.
Right, Barrow laughs at us.
Even if it was finished. Stop. Palace won, Newcastle won. Redemption for Daniel Munoz. Poor game all round, from both sides really. But it's a point that we'll take going obviously into a massive game on Tuesday night. What was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought we were definitely the better side. We had the chances. I mean, Munoz's chance in the first half, I mean, he's got to be putting that away. I think he had another chance in the second half, apart from the goal. And also Mateta, I don't know how he's not. I think getting that over the bar is actually more impressive than actually getting on target. So I think from that point perspective, we definitely deserve to win, I think. Newcastle had one shot on goal. The goal they scored was actually an own goal. So next year, 0.02, and they scored. Sickening.
Shock it was gay as well.
I think didn't he score an own goal against them before? But anyway, but yeah, I mean, I think the problem. I thought we were okay in the first half. I thought we kind of started okay, but I think it is obvious that in attack we are deficient still. And then when Newcastle scored, they basically just sat back in a low block, kind of like running the clock down, and we didn't have any answers at all really. And then it was only just a cross that was put in the mixer by Margay that was then got on the end of by Munoz. And I mean that's not a sustainable way to be creating chances. We have to we had nothing in the midfield going through the midfield. With Newcastle pretty much stopped all of that, and then obviously our width isn't very good because we have Tyron Mitchell on one side who just won't take on players or anything like that. And then we have Sarr, who I think Sarr's a good player, but he shouldn't be starting. For me, he was Ayew's replacement. He should be a player we bring on as a what's it called, just to mix it up a bit. And but anyway, I thought we deserved to win.
Especially in the second half, I felt, and you mentioned that nothing came through the midfield. It looked as if Sandro Tonali dictated everything. He was acres of space every time. What do you think was going wrong in that second half as opposed to how we started in the first half, especially in the midfield?
I think it's just Newcastle started sitting back, to be honest. I think they scored their goal and they're more than happy to just sit out the rest of the game. Newcastle, when we did tactical, we know Newcastle, attacking-wise, they're nowhere near as good as they are defensively. So I think once they scored, they thought, 3 points away from home, we'll just sit on that. And I think once that kind of happened, I think that, I like Lerma and Hughes, but I think they should always only play as with Wharton as well. The problem is when they're both playing, they're too slow on the ball, I think. I'd say not too slow, but they're not as quick as Wharton. And I think they're very easy to mark out of the game. You stick two players on them, then they might get something, but then if they get something, they're dropping further back, and then it's passing back to our defenders, and then passing back to our goalkeeper. So I think they're very easy to make ineffective when it is both of them playing. So obviously, I imagine Decore will be back on Tuesday, so I guess that'll be somewhat rectified. But yeah.
Man in the match?
For us, I think I'm going to say Lacroix. Actually, I don't think he did anything wrong, and he got stuck in. He tried to move forwards with the ball. I know Chalobah did maybe once or twice, but Lacroix actually pushed into the final third, and that's really what I want to see from Chalobah going forwards, really, because that's what Klein was doing last season, and for whatever reason he doesn't want to do that, or for whatever reason, so it'll be Lacroix for me.
Down up the Palace.
Up the Palace.